need to stop fidgeting with my hair and just click record and go for it because I'm just happy to be here. And I wrote down 10 things that came to mind that I've really enjoyed recently. These are all things that have happened in the last 10 to 14 days. A lot of them happened just this weekend. A couple of them happened today. But I wanted to share because I think it's important to be a little positive girly and to keep my gratitude train going. I feel like I've done a pretty good job of looking for the good in life, and here are 10 good things that have happened to me recently. So, number one, took myself on a burger date. That was like an hour ago. Yum. Yummers. I went on a delicious burger date, took myself out. Related to number 10, I'm going to skip to number 10. I slept over at my BFF's house this weekend and I borrowed her Mercedes Benz for the weekend. So I whipped the whip to the burger joint and I just felt like the cutest little thing, just hot shit in this Benz and then rolling up and stuffing my face with a ginormous burger with so much mustard and onions and pickles. It's like falling out of the sides, 100 napkins, used every single one of them, and enjoyed dinner alone outside. It was absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. So, those are two things. A third, I rented free DVDs from the library and got two movies. I had never done this before. At this point, you know that I love the library, but I just keep on discovering new things about it. So I went to the DVD section and I grabbed Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris, which I watched and I loved. And then I got this other animated movie that I'm halfway through and I don't know how I feel about it. I'll have to let you know. I probably won't let you know, but I guess I'm halfway through and I'm not enthused. So we're just going to skip it. No need. Number 3/4, I snuck into a rave, climbed a fence, and acted. Yes, I did. I had never done this before. Something in me was feeling freaky, girl, because I literally planned this out. Last week after work, I drove past the venue just to see, what's the situation? What is their setup like? And I saw a spot that I was like, oh, maybe if I didn't have a ticket and I did end up wanting to go, I could go through that way and just see what happens. Tell me why it was successful. I hopped one little fence. It was a big fence. I hopped one fence and then allegedly, this is allegedly, if I were to have done something like this, allegedly, I would have hopped the fence and then interacted with security and then they would have driven me inside the venue on a golf cart and I would have gotten into the show for free and watched some bass music and headbanged and hung out by myself and talked to a couple new people, and then left safely and soberly and went home. Allegedly, that's what would have happened if I had done that. I asked for a $50,000 raise and got a maybe. I know you're thinking like it just keeps getting better. It does. That's life for you, babe. It was exhilarating. I had been working on this plan for a couple of weeks. I knew that my quarterly review was coming up. I know what I'm worth and how much I've been putting myself into this new job and how I want it to go. And I'm on the executive track. So I wanted to express myself professionally and clearly. I have the exact note cards that I was studying. It goes along the lines of I've loved the first few months here. I feel like I've jumped in quickly. Execs are trusting me. I'm driving governance. I'm getting people excited about the product. And I'd like to explore aligning comp with the level that I'm operating at. So that opened up the conversation. I was able to make my big ask, and we'll see what happens. He said he'd think about it, which is pretty much all I could ask for because it was a huge ask. So I'm really grateful that it went well. It was a wonderful lunch. My boss is super freaking cool. Like, honestly, the coolest boss I probably have ever had. And so I'm really excited to see what comes of it. And I feel just yeah, exhilarating was the word, is the word. I felt exhilarated, like exhilaration, asking for such a big, ginormous jump. And if it works out and I get this huge base salary, I'm going to feel like that freaking bit. I really am. I already kind of do for asking. So I am that bit. stood up at my friend's wedding and was a bridesmaid for the first time. I know it does keep getting better. I stood up this weekend in my beautiful friend's wedding. It was an absolutely gorgeous experience. She's an amazing bride. She was super calm, great to be around. Her family is awesome. Her friends are dope. Her husband is incredible. And overall, it was just an event filled with so much joy, so much love, a lot of peace. She was very flexible as a bride. The weather was not on our side, and she handled it like a champ. And now she's on her honeymoon. So I love her. I love them. It was such a beautiful experience. I felt beautiful in the dress. She picked a gorgeous color that looked good on all of us. We got spray tans, so I still have residual hotness walking into this week. Overall, just an amazing experience that I was super grateful to be part of. I recorded a cute 5-minute video at work for my team. This is both like me and not like me. Obviously, I'm recording videos all the time now, and I love recording videos, but making one at work, and it was like a cute one where I opened it up with ASMR, and then I said, sorry, that's too much ASMR for me. And then I spoke at my normal volume. I had pop outs and call outs. And importantly, I gave them 3 tips, just a good amount of tips that someone can actually use for how to use the software better that I oversee. So that was wonderful. I felt like it was a great program manager moment where I was able to teach people something in a fun way, and it was different for me. So I was proud of myself for creating a video like that too. I presented my passions, traveling and social justice. So this was really fun. I was able to present to a group of over 100 people. I was talking about the software that I manage, and then I also did a little about me to open it up, and I spoke about some of the travels that I've enjoyed. I presented pictures of me in the Dominican riding a horse for the first time, a Jake Paul fight in Puerto Rico, Tulum, Mexico, me riding a moped, a giant tomahawk steak in Mexico, snowboarding in Big Sky, Montana. Just a lot of beautiful memories. Posted. I showed 2 pictures, one of me at the fake Leaning Tower of Pisa in Illinois, and then at the real Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy. So I really enjoyed that. I loved presenting travel. And then I also talked about social justice and explained my role in creating virtual reality trainings for police, and talked about my former career, which sparked some new conversation with some new people, which was really awesome. They came up to me afterwards, and we were able to talk about law enforcement and our passion for training and empathy and community relations, and that made me really happy. So that was another win. I went to my grandma's house for dinner. This was yesterday. I happened to be around town, and I just gave her a call and said, hey, are you home? And she was. So I got to have dinner with her and my uncle, and I just really appreciate and enjoy that she's around and I'm able to drop in and spend time with her. So that was another win. I went on a nature walk with my friend. This is the last one I have on my list. Today, I took my friend to a beautiful preserve, little nature area. So we walked around the lakes, saw a bunch of beautiful birds, squirrels, bunnies, and we had a really good talk. We always do. We really always do have a good conversation. I feel good after I leave conversations with her. I feel like I'm able to support her, and she was able to support me. And it's funny how we flip-flopped lives. I used to be in a relationship. I have always been in relationships. This is my first time being like a single girly. Excuse-moi. So it was great to be on the other side where now I'm not in a relationship and I'm able to support her through hers and listen to her and give my perspective, but really just be there for her because she's going through a lot. She is going through a lot, as we all do. But it just made me, again, grateful that I'm out of that cycle, that I am doing things a little bit differently. And for the last 9 years, I have been on and off in different relationships, and it's been a lot, I'm sure, for my friends to support me. But now that I am here, I'm alone, but not lonely, still spending time with people that I love. it just makes me grateful that I can have these moments and be there for somebody else because I had a great support system. So those are 10 things. It's 10 minutes now. So 10 minutes, 10 things that have happened to me recently that I've really enjoyed. And I hope that you have 10 things that you've really recently enjoyed. If not, next week is your week, and I believe in you. I hope you have an amazing week. I hope I have an amazing week, and God is good, and I'm grateful. Peace.